Hello lovely stitchy friends. Welcome back to my channel, Catkin and Lily, where we chat about all things cross stitch. I'm Kat and I'm delighted you chose to come and spend some time with me as I share what's been going on in my stitchy world for the last couple of weeks. Although some of that you have already seen, because I have been doing daily Flossmas videos as well. Today is December the 4th, although unless you're in my Patreon and watching this on early access, then you won't see this until Saturday, which will be the 6th, or sometime after that. But I did just want to round up all of my non-Christmas and winter stitching. So I won't share any of my Christmas and winter stitching that's in my Flossmas videos. This one's just for the non-Christmas stuff. And I have got a few things. I've got 6 WIPs, so that's works in progress, to share with you. I have got a little bit of new stash and a little bit of plans on AOB, but really I want to try and do this not super fast. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing through it, but with everything going on at the moment, obviously, I'll try not to take up too much time. Now, I do also have to start with a giveaway redraw for my 13,000 subscribers, which seems a little while ago now. It's still incredible. Absolutely fantastic milestone. I had a giveaway with 2 gift cards for the Witchy Stitcher, and one still hasn't been claimed. I gave it another couple of weeks, hasn't been claimed, so I've redrawn from the original winners. So I will pop on screen the winner as well, but it is Sarah Morris 335. So congratulations if that's you. And if you drop me an email, the email is in the notes below, and I'll get that gift card ordered and sent over to you. Now it's almost time for the stitching, but first, just a really quick did you see? There's so much Flossmas. Did you see all the Flossmas that's out there? Wow, there's a lot. I would love to watch them all. I can't watch them all. So I do just want to shout out my 3 absolute favourites that I am trying to watch. I will try and sneak in some others, but these are my top 3 that I'm absolutely going to try and watch all of their... No, not try. I am going to watch. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I am going to try and watch. I'm going to watch all of them. Is Andrew, the Runner Stitcher, Laura from Stitching by the Shore, and Jason from Jason X Stitches. I think they are all absolutely fantastic Flosstubers, and I'm really enjoying their Flossmas. All have got different takes, sharing different projects. It's such a fun time of year, and I hope you might enjoy those ones as well. And of course, even though I may not have time to watch them, please let me know your favourite Flossmas folks that you are watching as well. So, I don't have any finishes and FFOs. There was so that's fully finished objects. There was a finish in my Flossmas video, so if you didn't see that and you want to catch up with that one, that was in, well, it was in day 1, wasn't quite finished, it's actually in day 2. So if you want to see the finish, it's in Flossmas day 2. But we will just dive into the WIPs. So, first up, we have The Mermaid's Realm by Joan Elliott. This has been, that's not the right one. I have so many projects on blue fabric. I have to make sure I get the right one. So this one has been my morning stitch. It's been replaced by a Christmas morning stitch at the moment, so you probably won't see this one too much again. But for now, I thought I'd bring it because I have done a little bit more. So I thought I'd give you the update. And here we are. So I've managed to do a good chunk up on this side and even worked up over here as well. So I was probably working on this for a week or so, maybe not that much, before I put it down to do Christmas things. So yeah, it's really nice to have got up to the top. So where this big black section is across here, there's obviously a similar section here, although there's bits missing, there's a moon in here. So there's some more to do across there. But I did just start to work up here. You see, that in there, that's going to be another Little Mermaid. That's a Little Mermaid body and tail coming in there. So I was excited to get up to that. Yeah, it's looking lovely. But as I say, that one definitely will go away. I'll talk a bit more about which ones you might see or not see towards the end of the video. But yeah, that one's probably won't see that one. Next one we have the other blue one, at least one of the other blue ones, The Stitchers Book Club by Clouds Factory. So this is a stitch along, a yearly stitch along, and the last part is out. So that is the full 12 months. That's the full design. I thought the last part was going to be quite large, and it isn't. And my plan had been to not stitch this one in December either. I probably won't. Maybe after Christmas I might just pick it up and squeeze it in, because that part is, I wanted to finish it by the end of the year. Then I thought, no, I'll shelve it so I can do Christmas and winter stitching. But now that part's not huge, I'm like, maybe I could get that done. And it's Charles Dickens, so it's kind of, it feels kind of festive anyway. I know, obviously, well, I don't, it kind of does. Anyway, here's where I got to, which was the completion of the November part. Now, there was very little of this November part done when you last saw it. I think all I'd done was like one line of this book. And this has been one of my favourite parts. So this is the Arthur Conan Doyle section, and this bit in particular, this. Tiny little Sherlock Holmes. I love the crackling fireplace. That tiny Sherlock Holmes is adorable. Yeah, really love that one. I left that bit to the end of that section. I left the little Sherlock Holmes to stitch last because it was my favourite bit. So, to be decided if that one comes out again or not. Now, next up we have Dragon Race Into the Night. My full coverage that I'm stitching, artwork by Rose Catherine Kahn and charted by Pain-Free Crafts. And this one is difficult to get on the board, as always. I always struggle, not least because I leave the needle in the top, which is honestly not the most helpful place to have that. But let's see where we've got to. I'm going to say it's not actually, I didn't realise until I pulled it out for this, I haven't actually put in a huge number of stitches. I've actually only done 723 stitches, which is a good number of stitches. It's just a lot fewer than I would normally do. So I have worked, I think, some up in the sky. There might be a bit in the sky and a little bit in this area in here. But obviously you can do a little comparison with the previous picture. And then let's bring that one in, and yeah, still working on the sky, and then working on this section here, which has got some nice little pinky colours coming in here. And if I fill this in, then I can bring this dragon wing down. So that's the aim. That's the aim with that one, is to try and, yeah, fill this in and bring this down. Although, the other reason I was doing the sky, obviously there's a lot of it, but there is another little dragon just up here. So there's a little row of dragons. So if I did more sky, I could actually get to another small dragon. But I think it might still need a lot of sky to get there, so I don't know. Oh, I know what I forgot to say on that one though. I told you how many stitches I did. Never mind the stitches. That, it's 6%. 6%, woohoo! I'm so excited for that extra milestone. Yeah, that feels fantastic. It's about, at the moment I'm getting 1% every couple months or so. So, yeah. I love it. That one's so much fun. I don't quite know why I haven't done as much of it this time, and I think I just didn't have very much time on those days to stitch it. Anyway, now, complete contrast actually, because I have The Fisher King by Long Dog Samplers. Now, this one, I don't know how many stitches I added in total, but I had an epic stitch day, which does not happen very often, where I was able to put in over 1,000 stitches on this. I say this is really rare for me. I get a good amount of stitchy time, but 1,000 stitch day, no. It's very rare. I had a day where I didn't have to do too much else, and I got 1,000 stitches in, and yes. So, here is where it is now. Doesn't that look amazing? You can see huge progress across this section here. Yeah. This one looks so good. So the other reason that this was good is that there's a page break somewhere along here, somewhere about there. Actually, I think it's a bit higher, it's up here. And because I've got this in Pattern Keeper, the Long Dog samplers don't always play super nice in Pattern Keeper. Mostly they do, but at page breaks they sometimes lose a column or a row. Column seems fine on this one, but there is a row missing at that page break. So all of these motifs that I had to work across here, I had to get the paper chart and fill in the extra row to make sure that I wasn't missing stuff. So that kind of felt extra good to get across that page break for that section, and put so many stitches in. And it's just also cute. It's also cute. You see things you don't realise. This bit, for example, I was enjoying doing this little cage and the little bird in here, and then I realised there's one underneath, upside down. Oh, yeah, this pattern is incredible. Long Dog samplers are, just for seeing those fun little things that you stitch and then you don't always even realise when you're stitching them, and then suddenly you see something and it just makes me smile. And actually that's a pretty good segue into the next one, because this one always makes me smile. This is Little Pirates by Solar Stitch. This project, yeah, definitely makes me smile. And I'm stitching this one for the Stitchers Football Challenge, hosted by Lynette, Yorkshire Stitcher. And let's see where we've got up to, if I can tuck this one round here. Actually, it's only just about fits on this board now. I apologise. Bit of a dangly thread. I've kind of got it out of the way, but there's where we've got to. Oh, I hope you're smiling now, seeing this, because I am every time I look at it. I'm just smiling behind my board here because it's just adorable, absolutely. And so I've added in a lot of this little pirate here who's got the wheel, and I've also done some of the, I think I did a little bit more of the sea down here and just started on, I think that's a little ladder in there as well. So yeah, that's pretty good progress on that one. I think we're actually coming up on, yeah, closing in on 40% of this one, so it's really pushing along nicely. I'm slightly behind the number of stitches that I needed to have had in for the football challenge, but that's fine. We'll catch up with that one fairly quickly, and it's just, I say it every time, broken record, it is a joy to stitch. Yes, highly recommend the Solar Stitch patterns. And that brings us to the last of my WIPs, last definitely not least, because it's the Legend of Freya. You guys know how much I adore this pattern. I adore stitching on it. It's just, it's so good. So good. Right. Actually, I'm going to pull this one down a bit so you can sort of see a bit more of the gorgeous fabric on here as well, because it's really nice. Really beautiful fabric. Let's get her nicely centred. I've got to show her off to best effect. Oh, I say her, obviously she is still not in evidence. I haven't actually, oh no, there is a tiny bit of actual Freya on here now. Mostly it's still Stig the seahorse. So here's where we are at, and yes, mostly some more seahorse, but both ends I think a little bit more up here and a little bit down this way as well. This bit is, look how beautiful this is. Now that's quite, 50 shades of grey and turquoise in there, but it looks so effective. So effective. And I think I did a little bit up here. Actually, I can't remember if that no, I think that was in last time. I think I did maybe a little bit. This is actually a tiny bit of Freya's tail, I think. So we're 90%, 95% Stig the seahorse still, but tiny little bit of Freya. That said, I might go back to the seahorse because I feel like I really want to come and fill in this bit in the middle there. So that's kind of where I want to go to next. It's just so nice, so nice. Like, yeah, I'm going to run out of words to describe how much I love that one. So that is all the WIPs. Now, new starts, as I said, I don't have any, but there are some in Flossmas. So if you want to see the new starts, there's 2 already on my Flossmas videos. In fact, by the time you see this, if you're watching it from the Saturday onwards, there's probably 3. So just saying, lots of new starts. Little bit of new stash. I was at a retreat, at just a stitchy day, and Sharon of Llewellyn's Fabrics was there, and I just knew I wanted to go and get some fabrics. I was just teed up for it. Not necessarily for any, well, actually, no, one of them is for something in particular. And would you like to guess what my favourite colour is for fabric? I like blue. What can I say? Pink is my favourite colour, but not for stitching on. Blues, greys, greens. I find them so usable. So I did get 4 pieces. Now, this is a 20 count Ada. It is specifically for one of my new starts in Flossmas, so you will be seeing this beautiful piece being used very, very soon, hopefully. So that one was specifically bought for something. The other 3 were just bought because I wanted some more blue colours for my stash. That said, I am already using another one of these, which I'm not going to show you. This is for my Merry Christmas pattern. I'm not going to show you because it's sort of out of sync with the Flosstubes, with the Flossmas video. So I'm just going to show you that bit of it. Look at that. My stitching's on the other side. So I got that one and I'm already using it. It's almost actually a much more muted version of the Freya, just in terms of it being that sort of turquoisey, but with tiny mottlings of sort of purpley grey in there as well. Very beautiful. This one, now that one, so that was a 28 count. I think I got this one this is a 32 count. Look at this. This is, I mean, they're all large pieces. Look at that, that's a big piece of fabric. I don't know what size that one is. 23 by 27, that's actually bigger even than I thought. Again, it's gorgeous. It depends what light you get it in. It's kind of purpley grey, hint little sort of green bits in there. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. So no plans for that one yet, but don't think it'll be hard to use. And my final one, this one's a 28 count as well, and just look at this. 28 count even weave. Again, it's a big piece, this. I love this. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? That is the most gorgeous turquoisey colour. It makes you think mermaids, doesn't it, that one really? But yeah, 23 by 26 inches. It's a good big piece. Absolutely love that. So I thought that was pretty good going, that I may have bought 4 pieces of fabric, but one was already intended for something and another one has been used. So I'm already using 2 out of 4 of the pieces. So I think I did. I think it was pretty good. Okay, let's dive into plans, because honestly, it's pretty much just a case of lots more Christmas and winter stitching. But I did say I was going to have a few of my non-Christmassy ones to keep working on, which is Dragon Race Into the Night, not putting that one aside. Freya, again, I cannot put Freya down. And Little Pirates, because I've got the stitches for the football stitching challenge and it's cute. So I think those 3, those are my definites I will keep working on, as well as all my Christmas and winter stitching, which will be in my daily Flossmas videos. We do also have the WIP Go calls for December, which is, for me, my categories for those that were called is New Start. I think that is well and truly covered with all my new starts that are happening over in the Flossmas videos. So New Start, take your pick. Honestly, as I say, I've already done 3, so 3, 2, 3, lots. So it's done basically. The other one is Animal, so I'm just debating on that one. I have a couple of thoughts, but I haven't nailed down. But yeah, something on that front. Oh, that brings us to any other business. So as far as Catkin and Lily stuff goes, it's pretty much just doing the Flossmas. That's enough for me right now. I'm not doing any tip or tutorial videos for the moment. I might do a stitch with me. I did a stitch with me with Freya, if you haven't seen that. maybe between Christmas and New Year I might do that. Actually, I might do some plans videos. I say I'm not going to do anything and then actually I might, but we shall see. Nothing set in stone. I mentioned I had a Stitchy Day at the Limes with the Birmingham Stitchers group. Thank you so much, as always, to Hilary and Sue for organising a fantastic day, to all the lovely ladies. It's just always the best time. My mum was there as well, so it was fantastic to catch up with her. And I got to sit with Jess of Cross Stitch Jess, who is also working on Freya, so we got to sit together and work on Freya. So if you, I can highly recommend going and watching her channel. What she's doing with Freya is insane, but in the best possible way. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, go and check out Cross Stitch Jess. I'm also really looking forward to the Jingle Ball this weekend. I can't believe it's upon us. I have done none of the stitching. I have been so caught up with the Flossmas stuff, and I'm not going to go there, but I'm just looking forward to having a wonderful stitchy weekend. If you're going and you happen to see me in a stitching room, do say hi. And I think that brings us to the end of all of our cross-stitch updates. So thank you so much for joining me, especially at this super busy time of year. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've been getting up to, maybe got some of your own stitching done while you've been listening to me chat. I may or may not do a regular Flosstube in 2 weeks' time, kind of depends how much extra chaos there is, and if I really have too much to share, I may well leave that. But of course there will be all the Flossmas videos going on anyway, so please do be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss a single stitch. And as always, if you're looking for more videos with me, an amazing community of fabulous cross stitchers, lots of advice, inspiration, enabling, all of that good stuff, then I'd love for you to come on over and join my Patreon membership. I look forward to seeing you again very soon, probably, if you're watching my Flossmas videos. So until then, take care, happy stitching, and bye for now.